Hello, it's September 12th, 2021, human year, human time, Pacific time, Las Vegas, Nevada. Still at level 25, land of the dead. Anyway, this is Aethos Ayana by opponent as UGAR, daughter of John Cusack, daughter of Suki Takahari, author of Adolf Hitler, The Resurrection of a God, grossing on Amazon.com. So thanks for joining me. I am going to read a letter that is going to address some suspicions that are being given by especially royal African women like El Shaddai Gabrias, who's a Buckingham Palace member. She's also related to Selassie and all these other individuals like Osama bin Laden and Prince Charles. So excuse me, with this letter that I wrote to address the current psychiatrist that I have by force, since I'm currently living with relatives by Buckingham Palace command over a year ago. I didn't want to move here. Okay, I was forced to move here by individuals that are in Prince William's family, Prince William himself. So I'm going to read this letter. It's called With Honorific Honor, and it is addressed to my psychiatrist because I was demanded by Emma Windsor and other individuals that, white and black, that are royalty, that need me to embrace something that is falsified, unfortunately. So I'm going to read you my position on the whole mental health scheme and you believing that I should be euthanized on national television. Please listen. With honorific honor. Monday, September 13th at 3:38 a.m. Salam, Leah Gatho. Upon the request of Elfrida Myers-Scott, I am writing this letter to you. It is Elfrida Myers-Scott's intent to console your frustrations regarding the most unsavory interaction of which we all partook last week on September 11th, 2021. As the direct descendant of particular European royals, I am a verified white naturalist of German Aryan descent. My natural mother has been proven to be Germanic with Japanese. These DNA tests have been verified in Europe, Asia, and Africa. It is with my utmost regret that our conversation became barbaric. However, I am not 5 years old anymore. When I intend to give my scientific or medical opinion describing neurological findings, it is not with malintent. Furthermore, at another point of the treatment, you offered experimentation in order to suggest that I medicate with Abilify, a medication that is unaffordable for me. Based on my vampirical training from Europe and my vampirical angelical descent, which is on record in Asian countries, I would never willingly let anyone experiment on me, not even for money. The mental health field, in my opinion, is only for white women with billions of dollars in liquid ready at a minimum. Ready, I'm saying to you verbatim in this video. It is not for anyone else, based on the history of the mental health field. It has never been truly legitimate based on its financial and social development. The mental health field is a result of pure classicism from Europe, creating people's existences with statistics rooted in genocides. In addition, some scientific scholars see psychiatric medication as nothing but sly heroin that creates serotonin in the brain. That is not a substantial form of medicine, yet it is the foundation of a percentage of the pharmaceuticals industry. Moreover, I am not in a financial crisis. I only have a verifiable legal situation that has been acknowledged by authorities. Based on self-employment income, which is self-owned, even with identity theft and stolen checks involved, I can qualify for an $8 million house based on my self-employment income that the U.S. government acknowledges is in my name on a legal basis. By 2014, U.S. government authorities located other self-employment income belonging to myself totaling a minimum of $1 billion US. Once again, identity theft has been a great hindrance, forcing me to live with relatives. Once more, it is with great disappointment that psychiatric stakeholders believe that my opinion regarding my own psychiatric situation isn't needed, creating outbursts that could have been avoided. Despite the fact that I was forced into attending college, completing graduate school, and then studying for a teaching certificate, displays a horrific imbalance regarding my life in the United States of America, which is on the official record in the European government. As noted by scientific scholars that were commissioned to study my intellectual abilities, perhaps had I descended from other DNA lines, I could have been a surgeon. A high aptitude should not warrant medication that is purely dope-related. To close, my intellectual prowess, which is already on federal government record, as similar to that of Albert Einstein in graduate school, psychiatric medicine should have never been suggested. With this research finding, based on the stratification of the mental health field, I should not actually be recommended for medication within the past 8 years at a minimum on record. Inshallah, I will gain access to the various financial accounts that are in my name, for the record allowing me to move out of Alfreda Meyer-Scott's house and purchase citizenship in Ireland or Germany for $1 million to $2 million US with direct descent in my federal file. It should not be difficult. It is with great regret that a more civil conversation was not achieved. To close, I do not have HIV or AIDS. I have never had HIV or AIDS. Unfortunately, with public identity theft, now there are fraudulent AIDS accusations. For the record, I have already proven that several different women who are public prostitutes on a global basis are submitting specimens of their DNA while using my name and social security number. These unfortunate crimes are occurring nationwide, resulting in the theft of many different self-employment checks written in my legal name only, where self-sufficiency could have been achieved long ago, thereby avoiding living with family members. Also, my beliefs in being able to meet God were publicly challenged by anti-Semites. Meeting God is more than philosophical. It is insanity to the Russian Federation because they are anti-Semitic. How could Russian officials actually know who I believe God to be? However, based on the various scientific and technological feats of the European Union, this is clearly anti-Semitism. I am not colonial. I am not a slave. I do not have to accept religious acculturation from anyone on any basis. Why live in a society that makes commercial and financial inferences on religion and then challenge what my religious beliefs are? If these mindset challenges are based on the U.S. Constitution, then I have full access to U.S. constitutional rights based on my genetic father being of white Germanic descent and my genetic mother, pardonnez-moi, s'il vous plaît, being of Japanese Chinese descent. As far as breeding is concerned, I choose not to address this personal matter based on the methodological tactics that have been utilized within regards. In the light of the Pharaonic courts of heaven, and, in parentheses, for the sake of transliteration, in parentheses, Ranne ferwa vanne me hard, Ranu for even ikard, Ranne for waban in ikard. Based on my directly recorded Pharaonic heritage in the nation of Egypt, Turkey, Pakistan, and Israel, this situation should have never occurred. Cordial. Aethirs, Aeon, Abayivonan, Azijier Ara. In parentheses, hieroglyphics, falcon, Ankh, Nile, end parentheses, and I quote, 1991, end quote. Parentheses, hieroglyph, golden scarab, end parentheses, and I quote, 2007, end quote. Thank you for watching.